Hello guys, my name is Sergio Salas and my topic was tuition-free college. What does tuition-free college mean? Students are not charged for the hours they take in college. Students are only responsible for an application fee and assessment fee per course they attend. For example, the University of the People offers free classes to anyone accepted. Students are responsible for a $60 application fee and $120 to $240 assessment fee per course. The way this is actually done is depends on the type of degree you're going for. If you're going for a 2-year college or associate's degree, you are more likely to pay the $120. If you're going for a bachelor's or higher, they will charge you the 240 and higher. So students are able to calculate the amount they're gonna be paying per semester very easily, and this helps them budget it out. It's also a lot cheaper once you do the final numbers paying this way than actually paying tuition, fees, labs, etc. So you do save a lot of money in the long run. Many colleges from Germany offer free tuition. Thousands of US students go to Germany every year for a cheaper education. A lot of US citizens just can't afford to go to college here in the States. So they look for alternatives to get a cheaper education. Germany has been a very popular location for this since they offer a lot of free classes. They do have kind of a similar model to the University of the People, and they actually offer free tuition to people from other countries, not just their citizens. So it's a very, very big opportunity for people that can't afford it here in the States, and a lot of people are taking advantage of these programs that Germany does offer. My research question: should we offer tuition-free college? Yes, we should have tuition-free college. Why? It helps students with socioeconomic problems. It would make college more appealing to those who are hesitant about attending. Less distractions, more learning. Since students don't have to be worrying much about the bill, they could actually focus more on school, schoolwork, and stuff like that. Since most of the time when students are attending a bigger university, they do have to get side jobs to pay for some of the tuition or for the boarding and stuff like that. So without taking the extra expense into account, students should be able to have more time so they can do more learning. Statistics, data, and facts. The U.S. yearly median net compensation for 2018 was $32,838. That is what the average American made. In the U.S., the average yearly tuition for public and state is $9,687. The average yearly tuition for a private college is $35,087. For public and state is what you would pay if you attend a college in your state, and for private colleges will be for when you attend a more prestigious college or university. In Massachusetts, the average yearly tuition for public and state is $8,579, and the private college is $40,179. So it varies per state. In some states, it could be a lot higher. In some states, it could be a lot cheaper. Attending a tuition-free college university can save. The average cost per year in the University of the People was 1,215. So that is a university that's actually practicing the tuition-free model already. Who supports this? 51% of young Americans support the idea of tuition-free college, so a little bit over half actually support this idea. Presidential candidate Joe Biden is currently fighting for tuition-free in the states. U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders actually supports Biden with this decision, and they are working together on a plan to make tuition free for every U.S. citizen. No, college tuition should not be free. Why? It will remove funding from other organizations, so it could actually affect other government organizations like Medicaid, um, the army. So a lot of people oppose to making college free since they say the system's not broken and they don't want to see other organizations actually lose money. Students will have the ability to drop classes easier, so it's mentioned a lot that if you make it easier and free for people to go, they're not gonna take it serious and they're actually gonna drop out of whenever they want since it's not costing them anything, and private colleges will be affected by the free tuition. So a lot of people are saying that private colleges like they're more expensive, and if parents see the option of their kids getting a free education, they're gonna go that route. Not everyone, but they're more than likely most people are gonna want to take the free route instead of actually paying thousands of dollars, and private colleges are not gonna be able to compete with that. So a lot of them might end up closing, and some of these institutions have been there for many, many, many years. Property taxes may increase funding for college. A lot of people point towards raising property taxes when talking about free college. They do this because it's more than likely gonna happen as a way of getting the extra funding that we need to provide the services of free tuition. So a lot of people are against raising property taxes, and it is a big issue that people do not want to pay more taxes, even though it will benefit a lot of people. Statistics, data, and facts. It would cost around $79 billion to make tuition free across the United States yearly. This means some organizations' budget would be affected, like Medicaid, the Army, teacher salaries, perhaps, etc. There is not enough research to see if it would be a huge impact in college graduation/attendance. So some studies lean towards lower graduation rates, since people will not be paying out of their pocket and it will be easier to attend college. Studies show that graduation rates would actually go lower, since less applied students would attend the colleges. Higher education is not guaranteed. Lower budget might affect teaching plans. Since schools would have less money to work with, they might be hiring a little bit less staff or less experienced teachers. So teachers might actually be affected, and by teachers getting affected, the students and the way they learn would actually be affected. Who does not support tuition-free college? 49% of young Americans do not support free college. 76% of Republicans over the age of 65 are against free college. And the current Republican Party and the United States President Donald Trump do not support this bill. There's a lot of arguments towards supporting free college, and most people believe that it's gonna be impacting other organizations too much to be able to justify the spending of all the extra money. Current status across the US and Texas. 12 states in the United States currently participate in a tuition-free program, including New York, Maryland, and Rhode Island. So some states already have some experience with this issue. Currently, the presidential candidates are fighting over this issue, so Mr. Biden and Mr. Trump are actually debating whether the college should be free, so we might see some change in the near future. Texas universities have begun to offer free tuition to students that qualify. The University of Texas, Texas A&M, the University of Houston, and many more already have some type of program that you can apply where you are only responsible for certain fees. Students whose parents make less than $65,000 usually qualify for these programs. A large amount of the universities and colleges are expected to start participating in 2021. My opinion. Yes, college tuition should be free to students of low income. Why? Some bright students miss out on the opportunity of a college education due to financial problems. A lot of people just can't afford to go to college. Even though they work, they just can't justify the expense of a higher education. Once these problems take effect, I believe that a lot of more bright students will have the opportunity to actually get the education and contribute to the world. The government has a lot of options on how to pay for the college fees. Taxing the 1%, it's one of the most discussed areas on how to pay for this extra expense. And with taxing just the rich, it would cut the need to take funding from necessary programs like Medicaid. Higher education for everyone will overall improve communities. Since a lot of smarter people are going to be out there, communities probably be safer, crime rate could go lower, and stuff like that. So higher education can lead to technological advances and breakthroughs. Getting education never hurts. So the more people that go to college, the more people that will be working, the more people that are bound to find something that we don't know or make something easier. So it's always gonna be good to get a higher education. Sources cited. I ended up using like 14 sources for this presentation, so it did take me a while to come across all the information that I explained on this presentation. You guys are welcome to use any or read any of the sources that I did mention here. You guys will find a lot of information and learn a lot when going over these sources that I mentioned. And thank you guys very much for listening. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it and learned something. My name was Sergio Salas. Thank you.